Chapter 4. Talk. Marcus slumped into the seat on the bus home. The idea of approaching Natalie left him with a turbulent stomach and heavy shoulders. It was all too easy to trigger her and lose his valuable peace. She wouldn't be home when he got there, so in the meanwhile, he cooked up a plan to butter her up before dropping the news. The bus gave a puff of air as it squealed to a halt at his stop. Stepping out into the biting evening wind, he glanced up at the indigo sky and the few stars that dotted it. It looked so peaceful up there. Sometimes he wished the sky would suck him up and take him away from all the messy drama of day-to-day life. Shaking his head, he continued down the street to his house. Whipping up a fancy meal with a romantic candlelight setting, he hoped to put Natalie in a more permissive mood. Then, he would break the news without too much of a struggle. She usually stayed out until 7 and got home a half hour later, but some days she worked overtime. He waited patiently until, at precisely 10 o'clock, the front door clicked and Natalie strode in. Before she was properly through the door, she began to complain in a loud, aggressive manner.
"The hell is going on here? Marcus? Marcus! Where the hell is that lazy nigga? Why are the lights so goddamn dim? You trying to hurt somebody? I can barely see the floor."
Marcus stepped out of the dining room. She was hanging her coat in the front hall, not looking his way.
"I hope you aren't trying to get some tonight, 'cause the boss worked me real hard today. Had me going for hours, so the last thing I need is you trying to jump on top of me. If that's what you had in mind, forget it. I'm tired. You're going to have to help yourself tonight."
Marcus felt a part of him bubble up, a part that wanted to lash out. But he knew he needed to keep his cool. Gritting his teeth, he squeezed out a laugh to try to diffuse the situation before it escalated.
"No, baby. Can't I just prepare a nice dinner for my girl? You've been working late ever since you got that promotion, so I thought you would like this, you know. Just relax and have a seat, babe."
Natalie watched him and raised an eyebrow.
"Okay, that's nice, but I'm serious. You ain't getting none tonight, so if you think a little fish and foie gras is going to get this kitty cat out, you got another thing coming."
Marcus chuckled.
"It's foie gras, and I didn't cook that. Anyway, come sit down. It's your favorite pancetta."
Before he could finish, she cut him off.
"Don't baby me, Marcus. I don't care what you cook. You're up to something. Just tell me what it is."
He sighed. Looking back at the table and the waning candles, he gathered his courage and blurted it out.
"Well, the truth is, I have an idea I want to run by you, but it can wait."
"I knew it. I knew it. I knew it."
She threw up her arms and rolled her eyes.
"Come on, let's hear it. Let's hear your ridiculous idea so I can say no and go to bed."
"All right. You know what? This can wait till the next time,"
he said, walking away.
"No, hold on. Let's hear this shit now. How do you want to spend my money?"
"What?"
He swung around.
"When have I ever asked you for any money?"
The veins in his neck pulsed as the annoyance turned to rage. He knew he needed to leave it alone, but she had taken a piss on his ego.
"That doesn't matter. I knew it would get to this point one day. You're so jealous of what I have. You could never handle the fact that I was an independent black woman, so you try to bring me down to your level. That's what you want, isn't it? You never do anything like this unless you want something from me, and if it's not sex, then what else could it be? You think you're so smart, huh?"
"Woman, what the hell are you talking about?"
he said, watching her through narrowed eyes.
"Is this about how I don't take you out enough? You know I can't afford to carry you to no 5-star restaurant every night, right? Maybe I would actually have some money saved up if you wasn't so high maintenance."
"Whatever, Marcus. I don't even care. I don't need this BS tonight. I just got home. I ate already, so you can throw that out. Okay? Get to it."
Natalie turned and stalked off to the bedroom, leaving Marcus standing alone in the flickering candlelight. After a few minutes of staring angrily at the door, he went to scrape the food into the bin. The rest of the night passed without any direct communication between them, but Natalie kept talking loudly to herself, griping about Marcus's shortcomings. As usual, he tried not to instigate further tension and stayed out of her way, choosing to sleep on the couch rather than endure her constant harping. He stared up at the ceiling fan, following its repetitive motion with his eyes, all the while envisioning his dream crumbling like wet paper before him.